Okay, hello. I would like to apologize for this tripod lag, but that's the situation we got going right now, and I don't know a way around it, so sorry. I've been very tired this week, so I thought I'd try filming like an overhead video, even though my setup, like I said, is not very advanced. Just kind of rearranging my Build Your Own palette. I've had the same one for about a month and a half, and I mean, I've adjusted it here and there. I've like swapped a couple things out, but I'm getting a little tired of it, and I thought it might be fun to come up with a whole new thing. Yeah, my past Build Your Own palette was in a project, but I finished using it the number of times I wanted to use it, so I'm good to move stuff out. So yeah, I'll show you what I have. These are the two palettes that I keep around. Also, sorry if things are framed weirdly because it's hard to see what's on my camera from my phone. This is my main palette. It's this magnetic palette is from Menagerie. It has a mirror in it, which is why it's kind of my main thing. And it's a little bit bigger. And this is what it's looking like right now. I have a couple of eyeshadows I'm working to hit pan on, but then everything else is just complimentary. A lot of this is influenced by my Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde kind of palette that I made. I have swapped some things out, but anyway, that's one of them. I'll put that here. This is the other one, which this palette is from AOA. I just got it very recently and moved stuff in here. Again, one of these is in a project and the rest are kind of inspired by these shades. Like I wear these two with the blue a lot, the darker blue, and other various sources of inspiration. But I'll probably be rotating a lot of these out. And then I thought I'd pull out the other shades that I'm working on. So like I have my Urban Decay Honey because I'm working on the shade Keeper in my Pen's eyeshadows right now, so I want to keep that in mind. And Moonspell because I'm working on the shade Samantha. And then Carly Bible because I'm trying to use this whole palette 100 times in my Stardew Valley project pan. So those are around so I can kind of compare them. And then, oh wait, the last one is my Charlotte Flirt, which I'm trying to use up a shade. So I have that around too. Is that better? This is my main singles palette. It's by Adept Cosmetics. It looks like this right now. I just rearranged it the other day, so I have like my weirdly shaped pans plus neutrals here. And then I have all of my big round, medium round ones kind of rainbow organized. I did, however, pull out some of the brighter colors that I rarely use. No, this one's empty right now. And put them in here because I don't use them a lot and I didn't have enough space for all of them. So just in case I ever want to use these, I do have them out too. And then I pulled out my Colourpop palettes because the pans are magnetic. So if I wanted to move one into one of these magnetic palettes, I could do that. All right. First of all, I'm going to just take everything out and I'll pull aside the things I'm working on, and then maybe I'll make a secondary pile for things that I will probably keep in. Yeah, all right, that sounds good. Okay, so those 6 shades are shades that I'm working on. This is in my whole collection project pan. These 3 are panless eyeshadows. This one's Deck of Panning, and this one is also Deck of Panning. These 2 are Deck of Panning. Maybe that looks better. I don't really know. Maybe this is too far away. I can lower you down a little bit. Yeah, so those are ones that I'm definitely keeping in. I will put them down here. Next, I'm going to take out some that I like to pair with these, so I'll keep them around. Oh wait, I forgot, this is also in my pan those eyeshadows. This is, what's it called? Dark Matter by Terra Moons. I have not been using that enough, as you can probably tell, because I forgot that it was in the project. So for now, I'm going to put these back, and I might pull them out later. We'll see. So I'll show you that. Hopefully they all fit, because I rearranged my big magnetic palette when these were in the smaller palettes. So we'll see if I can find them all places for now. I'm gonna go ahead and move this into a different palette because I don't use this shade a lot. I didn't really, even when I had it pulled out, so. Okay, I think that's how this is gonna be rearranged for now, but I did have to pull some shades out because I just don't have enough space in here, but that's okay. I did try to pick for shades that I don't use a lot anyways, so hopefully I won't miss these, and if I do need them, I can reach into here without too much trouble. Okay, there are a couple I can't find a home for right now, but I'm gonna pull more out right away, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'll just put them off to the side. I'm gonna clean out this palette especially because they're kind of dingy, so I'll be right back. Okay, they're not perfect, but that's really all the energy I have right now, so I'm just gonna get to assembling them with the shades that I am actively working on, and then over out of the shot right there that I want to keep around. I was too aggressive in my snapping in place and I got little flecks of blue everywhere, so that was fun. Okay, so this is the palette so far, and I'll probably rearrange. Hopefully the lighting's okay. It's kind of late, but I just need to film this video. Hopefully the lighting's okay, and I will probably rearrange as I keep going and pick out more shades, but that's what we're looking like right now. I do want to, this is less neutral than my everyday, than the makeup I actually wear, because I have so many other neutrals to reach into that I have around, and I don't want to repeat shades because then I only focus on one of them. But I'm gonna open up a couple of these palettes just to get some ideas. I know I want to have some yellow or orangey toned kind of nudes that I might not have other places. Honestly, I'm gonna have this around for a little bit, but I have actually met my 20 uses on this, and so I'm not gonna worry about this palette just because that's a little bit too much to think about. But yeah, I have these, and I'm not gonna worry about getting it all into the shot, but this has a kind of pinky orangey nude, then kind of a mauvey nude, and then a kind of just a normal orange yellow, I don't know, nude. So that's what I already have, and I'll be looking for shades to complement that. I do think I want to pull in a green duochrome because I have not, or I just rolled out Moonwalk, and I do have Martian and Hot Spice Cider, which are these two from Terra Moons, this one and the one next to it, but I have used those quite a bit, and so I think I'm actually going to pull one out from Cleona because I don't reach for these as much. And this is the shade Corrosion, which is quite similar to Moonwalk, and I'll put it here for now and then we'll see. I do want to make sure that I use these four, which are my new JD Glow shadows, and even though it's the one that I've used the most already, I'm gonna actually pull for this one, which is Unexpected. It's just such a pretty topper shade, and I want to use it more, and I think this is the one that will go best with everything I have, I think. Even though I put it away, I'm going to pull this shade back out, which is actually a single I got in Ipsy years ago, and I have no idea who it's from. It doesn't have a name on the back or anything. And the reason I'm pulling this out is that actually this has broken multiple times and I've repressed it, and so it's very thin in the pan, it's very deep in there, and so I think I can hit pen pretty soon on it, and it's nice to have a shade like this around. Okay, another shade I think I want to pull in is actually one that was in my Pendants eyeshadows earlier this year. This is the shade Going Steady. As you can probably see, I barely made a dip in this. And I really enjoy kind of purpley toned nudes, and the darkest shade in my Curly Bible palette is not very impactful, so I feel like this will add some variety to the tones. These are mostly blue and then like blue-green. And I feel like I need more purple in there, and I'm actually going to go ahead and put that in this palette. I've been going for a lot of peachy looks these days, so I'm going to go ahead and lean into that and bring out this shade from Menagerie. It's the only single I have from Menagerie I bought at the same time as this palette. This is in the shade Tutu. This is also cracked and I repressed it, so we're going to have to be gentle with it, but I think I can make that work. I actually decided to move that Cliona shade in here. This is taking forever. My apologies if this video is super boring, because I am just not feeling it much today. I just want to go eat my bread that I just baked. You know what? Continuing on this peachy green trend, I'm going to pull this out, which is probably like one of my most used new shadows. This is the shade Bougie from Looksy. I got this like in November or something, and I've used it so much. It's just like such a lovely topper shade for like a neutral look, and I'm gonna slide that in right here. I adore it. I just think it works so well for so much, and it's just like cool, and then it's like a duochrome, and it like adds some interest, but it's also pretty neutral, and like, I don't know, you can make it really casual. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull in this also from JD Glow. This is a mess. Just because I have the space and I haven't used it yet. This is Fairy Acid, and it's kind of green toned, which I never expect. I don't know, for whatever reason I never connect this like green gold shade with the name Fairy Acid. Very strange. But anyway, those are my two JD Glow shadows, and hopefully I can get around to the other ones before too long. I'm also feeling like I want another Cliona shade. I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's kind of purpley. Let me swatch it really quick before I commit to it. Yeah, it's got like a purpley teal. 1 second. Okay, on second thought, that looks kind of a lot like Dark Matter with Unexpected layered over it. So I'm not gonna pull that in for now. I think I will actually pull in this one though, which was right next to it. It's the shade Opulent, and this is like a greeny yellowy kind of dusty pink duochrome, multichrome. I don't know. It's very pretty. I'm gonna pull it in. I know this palette looks super weird, but I have a little bit more space along the bottom, and I also probably could fit another shade in here, so I'm gonna keep browsing. I think I'll go ahead and add this yellow kind of matte to kind of make this palette a bit more yellow. It is pretty orangey yellow. This is the shade Trooper from Colourpop, and I feel like that fits pretty nicely in this little kind of warm peachy orangey green palette, so I'm enjoying that for now, even though the arrangement is very bizarre. And then I think for my last shade, I'm gonna go ahead and pick another one back out, which is Warm Taupe from ABH Modern Renaissance. I had this in before. There's a look I really like to do with this blue and these two shimmers that's kind of involves this cool tone brown, and I just want to have that around just in case. And I think it's not the most exciting, but it's also not in any other part of the palette. So I think these are what I'm gonna go with. So I will put everything away and show it off to you. Sorry, I think the light has just gotten worse over the course of filming this, but you know, what can you do? Okay, again, apologies for the lag, but this is what we have. So this is like my primary Belgian palette. I have a lot of shades from my Pandas eyeshadows, from a couple other projects. I'm so close to hitting pan on this one. I'm so excited. And then I have some complements, so some greens, some kind of blue grays, some purples, a brown, a nude, kind of a yellow, yellow-green nude. I'm excited about this. I do think it'll be like a little bit easier to come up with the looks I've been enjoying most with this palette, and so I'm excited about that. And then as a complement, we have this fun, very shifty, kind of warm, peachy, orangey, yellowy palette. I'm really excited to try these out more, and even this shade I haven't used very much from Clionadh. That's from my most recent Clionadh order. Maybe I can hit pan on this, although even though I've been using it a lot recently, it doesn't really have a dip in it, but it is so thin I feel like I could do it. And Tutu is like, has been one of my favorites in the past, and I just haven't used it in a long time, so it'll be nice to get some use on these. And I'm really happy with this color story. I really feel like I do tend to lean the most towards kind of orangey, like yellowy nudes or purpley nudes, so I'm excited to pull these out and use them, and then also it'll hopefully help me reach for my Pandas eyeshadows and my other eyeshadows and projects. So I hope I wasn't too like kind of bored or tired sounding. Thank you so much for watching. This was really fun to film, and I hope to do this again. Hopefully I can figure out a way to adjust my tripod such that it doesn't have this in the middle of the shot, but it's okay. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will be back with more normal content soon. This week has just been super busy and I've been doing other things and yeah, everything. But there will be some updates coming up at the end of the month. For sure, I will film those, and then hopefully I'll have more ideas or more time to put into more complicated ideas. Thank you so much. I didn't even end up reaching into my Colourpop palettes at all. That's funny. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Again, I already said that, but thank you, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.